Hi Aquarius, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome in if you're new and welcome back if you're a subscriber. Thanks for stopping by. This is going to be a weekly reading for you guys for the week of November 8th through the 14th. We are between the two lunations, the new moon in Scorpio. Since we're in Scorpio season, the new moons are always in the season they're in. New moon in Scorpio is on the 4th, and then we're going to have a full moon in its opposite axis sign, which is Taurus, and that will be on the 19th. So between the 4th and the 19th, right now this week, we are in the midst of that crescent new moon waxing, the light getting bigger and bigger, the moon growing and growing in fullness. And that is when the new beginning of the new moon actually begins to take form. It gets bigger and brighter and more full in its culmination as the time moves forward into the full moon. So what you're beginning is coming into form. It's starting, I think, very deep in the feels, right? Because it's Scorpio season, so it's actually coming from a deeply emotional intention, a transformative thing that's happening in your life for really the greater good of your deep healing, right? Something that is scorpionic. So the life, death, rebirth process that we all go through in stages and in phases throughout multiple times in our lives, this is a big year for it, right? A personal renaissance year. So whatever it is that you went through all of Libra season thinking about Mercury retrograde and figuring out about relationships and, you know, the people that are in your life and what you're valuing, how you want to work, and all the reasons behind your priorities. Those are deep things that we really think about, don't we, in Scorpio, right, Aquarius? So I guess at this point right now, this week, one of the things you might want to think about, on Wednesday, we're going to have a square. Now, Saturn has gone through the trifecta of 3 squares between Saturn, old granddad, and Uranus, upstart teenager, and their battle this year to bring things into more of a modern era and move us forward for progress, right? Obviously. So those 3, have happened throughout the year. The last one will happen on Christmas Eve. Right now, though, Saturn is being activated. That big square between the old and the new is being activated because it's squaring Mercury, the planet of information and conversation and communication, and Mars, that heated, fiery, passionate desire and will. So this could be a bit combustible, it could be argumentative, it could be, laying down the line on things, that kind of thing. So you might want to be very careful and very judicious about the conversations that you might want to have this week because that is in the air, okay, that kind of energy. But it also is a good energy for problem solving and figuring things out and standing up for yourself and having boundaries. So altogether, it's, every planetary alignment is all to help us for the good, for the greatest good. But it doesn't necessarily feel that way when our emotions get really involved, right? So, hey. So that's the week. And this week we're using 2 gorgeous decks. Nature's Whispers. This is by Angela Hartfield with the artwork of Josephine Wall. I love this. The paintings are beautiful, you'll see. And I'm going to use the Paulina Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. So 2 gorgeous decks this week. I'm going to begin shuffling for you now, Aquarius. How was that new moon for you? New moon in Scorpio. Something deep within you. Are you, working on some stuff? We talked about last week, we talked about going, and understanding, psychologically understanding our shadow side, right? Because we all have light and shadow. And Scorpio is about the transformation of the shadow back into the light, right? To bring light to our shadows, to help heal wounds, old family patterns, all that kind of stuff, right? That's Scorpio season. So this week, oh nice, another sign got this, and not quite sure which one, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, you get hope and happiness, Aquarius. Hope and happiness. This is a beautiful card, and it really bodes well for things looking up for you. That's beautiful. All right, Aquarius, hope and happiness. I'm going to read that for you. There's a couple of paragraphs for each of the cards in the book, so I'll go ahead and read what the writer says about that card. And I'm going to do 9 cards in a grid, read for you horizontally, vertically, and big picture, and of course I'm also going to read the 3 cards under the deck to give me an indication of the subconscious kind of stuff happening internally for you, and then we'll sort of wrap it all together, All right? All right, Aquarius, introduce yourself if you'd like to. Leave me a comment below. I would love that. All right, so far you've got 2 kings on the board and the World card. That's gorgeous. You're achieving a sense of emotional balance and stability. I think that that's really good, and maybe something actually tangible. So I'm going to, 3 cards came out. I'm going to go ahead and cut now. And I'll pull the rest of your 9. Beautiful. I love these cards. They're so gorgeous. So we have the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the World. Nice. The Tower, the 4 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So you may get an opportunity or an offer that you may have to strongly consider, and it may shock the heck out of you. 7 of Pentacles that you're going to think about very deeply. Emperor. Wow. And 5 of Wands. Interesting. So, things may be going well for you right now, Aquarius, and you may get another offer or an opportunity that comes out of the blue, and you may say to yourself, well, why would I do that when I'm good where I am, you know, that kind of thing. Or perhaps that just happened, and now you're acclimating to that sort of surprise that came in at the new moon. If you just got like a brand new job, or you just got a promotion, and now you're just trying to work out the bugs, it looks like to me. All right, so let me put these 3 over here, actually. Okay, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and Chariot. Yes! Aquarius, it looks to me like it's going to be, not only does it look like it's going to be a pretty darn good week, but I think that you're in a good place right now. I mean, obviously you've got hope and happiness. That's beautiful. And if you haven't been, well then I think this week might just surprise you and something really nice might come in for you, Aquarius. So let's see what this says. Hope and happiness. You have reached a time filled with healing energy. I talked about healing, right? Scorpio season, yeah. New progress and satisfaction. So a time for healing energy, new progress, and satisfaction. You're at a point for festivity. The energy in this phase is supportive and promotes a feeling of winning. Let worries or challenges from the past fade away as you focus on the joy that's surrounding you now. Feel encouraged and excited about the potential of all the wonderful promises that are being kept for you. Celebrate and enjoy your life. Well, that's just beautiful. I think that might have been Gemini or Virgo got that card. I'm trying to remember. But that is just gorgeous. I mean, things are looking up, Aquarius, for you. That is just beautiful. So under the deck, you know, what I usually consider as sort of the internal subconscious stuff, right? I see that you have the 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Chariot. At the 2 of Wands, we sort of stand at a pathway and we look at options, a couple of choices, like we're wanting to expand, right? Expand our horizons. And we stand between 2 wands. What path do I want to take next, right? But then you go right into the 3 of Wands. So whatever you're doing, whatever you've just expanded in your life, if it's like I'm looking at potentially a new job or opportunity, something that expanded your life, you're now starting to see the rewards coming in. Right? With the 3 of Wands, that's the ships coming in card. And then with the Chariot, I mean, that's a success card. So, wow. You also may be looking forward to some travel coming up in the future as well. That's a potential for some of you. So we'll see what this is about. But obviously you have reasons to celebrate, I think. This is nice, Aquarius. Very, very nice. All right, so I talked across the top of your spread today. We have the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the World. Now to me, this is just absolute accomplishment. Like, King of Cups is emotional maturity and able to act with emotional maturity. King of Pentacles is someone who is stable, safe and sound, feeling like they're on top of things, taking care of business, usually a money man, so making good coin, right, that kind of thing. And with the World card, that's an achievement. That's like you've come full circle, you've just achieved something amazing or will be. So it's very close if it hasn't happened yet. But with these 2 kings and the World card, to me, accomplishment. Like you're feeling accomplished. You know, your day-to-day life is you accomplishing goals, getting things done, being very dependable, and then seeing the rewards, really. Now, some of you want to buy a car. I'm seeing that as well. Or take a trip. I definitely see that. Now the Tower comes in. This is definitely a surprise. And with the new moon, that new moon was directly across the sky from Uranus. So, you know, we had Sun opposite Uranus, Moon opposite Uranus, and basically that brings surprises. So the surprise might have just come in for you. And maybe you weren't sure. You're like, I don't know. Four of Cups. Not exactly sure that you want to accept what offer came in. But boy, oh boy, it looks like it was an exciting offer. Ace of Wands. Now, if this hasn't happened yet, like I said, this week between lunations, or by the time the moon waxes into its fullness, which will be on the 19th, this could come in for you if it hasn't yet. And it's exciting, whatever it is. With the Ace of Wands, this is just, you know, it's excitement. It's inspirational. It makes you get motivated. Okay? The Ace of Wands is something new that motivates you and gets you kind of fired up. But with the Four of Cups in the center of the reading today, I'm not sure quite why, but you're maybe hemming and hawing a little bit for some reason. And if that's the case, maybe because it's just so new and the adjustment is maybe a little difficult. For some reason, I think you're being wary. But I don't see any reason for you to need to be wary because this really looks beautiful. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles is you're doing an assessment here. You're looking and you're assessing the work you've put in and all the time and effort. And then, you know, the Seven of Pentacles is about, after everything I've done, has it all been worth it, right? Am I getting the yield that I deserve back from the work and effort that I've put in? So this is doing an assessment. And next to the Emperor, it's like you're taking charge of your life. You're assessing yourself. You're assessing what you've done. And if this is about work, it's like looking at your career and saying, how have I done? You know? And with the Five of Wands, you may be struggling a little bit within yourself and thinking, I don't know, maybe things aren't going to go so well for me. Maybe things never work out for me. You know, if you're negative thinking, I would hope right now, Aquarius, that you would just stop that. Just nix it. Just take those thoughts when they come in and shoot, delete. Delete. Just delete them. Because I don't see an issue here. I don't see that an issue's coming up for you. At least not on this table for whomever this reading is about. What I'm seeing here is success and opportunity. And it looks so good. So under the deck, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. What you put out, you will receive back. Two of Wands, Three of Wands. So know that. And with the Chariot drives towards success. It requires emotional balance, right? It requires that kind of emotional stability in order to keep the Chariot driving on the road and not veering off, right? That's the Chariot. It's the Cancer card, the card of emotional balance and staying balanced. When you do have that, then you're able to drive towards your goal and achieve your goal. So it's a success card. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Chariot. What you put out to expand your life is coming back for you and driving you towards success. All right, Aquarius, so you have a lot of reasons, I think, right now to have a lot of hope and to just open your arms and grab it. You know, take the blessing and allow yourself to feel joyful, because I think that this could be such a time of celebration for you. Let's go down the vertical. I see the King of Cups, and this is the yang energy of the suit of water, which is feelings. And, you know, at the King, you've mastered and been able to have self-control over your emotions. And the King of Cups is also a very loving king, you know, very much so. And so maybe you've had an emotional shock, a surprise, like, oh, wow, that dropped out of the sky, whatever the opportunity was, right? And then Seven of Pentacles. But let me assess this. Let me take a good look at it. If it's an opportunity that came in, it may have felt like it wasn't the right timing or something. And yet it is. It seems to have just dropped out of the sky. Maybe the King of Cups, a water sign male, offered you something, a job or whatever, that you had to think about and assess, not sure it was right for you, and that was the Tower. It was just shocking. But then King of Pentacles, it's like, you know, you can take it and run with it. The King of Pentacles earns good money. And the Four of Cups in the center of your reading today is, should I take it? Right? It's that pause before we accept the cup. Now, I also call it the card of emotional neutral. So again, maybe that's why. Maybe if something came in like out of the blue, you just weren't sure you could change your life or your schedules or whether you should take the opportunity. But on the bottom, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't show you the third card. King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, not sure if I want to take this job position, whatever, raise something, new position in the company, something like that perhaps. Emperor. So maybe you were given an offer to have a leadership role in the company, right? Or to start your own business and be the emperor of your own empire, basically. So, you know, just doing something and doing it really well and having the power and authority to do it. And yet in the center of your reading, I'm not sure. So are you doubting yourself, Aquarius? Are you doubting that you can be the King of Pentacles and the Emperor? Are you doubting, whatever this offer is, that it's going to be good and fruitful for you in the future, you know, and bring in the abundance that you're looking for in your life? Well, with hope and happiness, I mean, you're definitely being encouraged here. That is certain. Okay, so then you have the World, which is such an achievement. This is the last card in the major arcana of the hero's journey. When you reach the end of the journey, the hero's journey, you get the World card. It's an achievement. It can be a lifetime achievement. It can be something, a lesson, a life lesson you've been working on your whole life. And when we do heal a part of ourselves in Scorpio, when we kind of slay that dragon, the things that keep us held back in life, our fears, our doubts, anxieties, insecurities, when we let go of those, and maybe you did that with that full moon in Aries, right? Aries is self, so maybe you did let that go and shed a part of yourself that was insecure. And so if you're questioning whether you can be successful at this opportunity, I'm seeing the answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. You've got all these success cards. So maybe try to embrace this World card and know that you've achieved something here. And that this new opportunity, this Ace of Wands, it's meant for you. It's meant for you. It's meant to inspire you. So don't wrestle with it. Five of Wands. Don't borrow trouble if there isn't any. This is really an opportunity. And you've achieved and progressed to the point in your life where you are being given an opportunity here. This Ace of Wands. Now, if this is love, and this is new love coming in for you, well, could be the real deal. King of Pentacles. King of Cups. Big, big heart full of love. King of Pentacles is going to be there every day for you. Male or female, right? Whether you're male or female. And it, you know, King of Cups Tower could just be almost like lightning strikes and wow, you fall in love. So what are you wrestling with? Are you still wrestling with the last vestiges of worry or insecurity? And are you ready to let that go? Because it seems to me, I mean, next to the Emperor card, you're being empowered here. You're being empowered to change your life in a way that I think is really going to benefit you. So just keep looking up, okay, Aquarius? Just keep looking up. I think that's the best advice for you this week. And be wary on Wednesday, right, not to get into any frays if anything comes up in or amongst you and people around you. There might be some people jealous if you just got a new job, and that might be the Five of Wands. But you stay in your hope and your happiness and enjoy the week, all right? I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Thanks, Aquarius, and I'll talk to you again next week. See you later.